What's good, Lifestyle Podcast? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Jared. Y'all, brothers, let's have a conversation here. If you are a shorter guy, below 6 foot, this is for you. If you have to resort to getting surgery to increase your height for a chick to like you, just to know and understand that chick is not for you. That chick is not for you. Today on the docket, we're going to be looking at a video from Brother Jeremy Hill. And this is of this brother that got surgery and now he can't walk. Now, I want you guys to listen to this, because this is crazy. You got surgery to be taller, and now that surgery caused you to become disabled. Yeah, look at this.
Request and demands for a taller man. This man did what they call a height surgery. They extended his knees and legs. He went from 5'5" to 6 foot. Yes, I'm about to show them to you right now, and we're finna just get it going. Hold on 1 second. I put it on your screen. This is sad. And he's going to talk about how it helps him on the dating field around the end. Let's get it. Oh, there it is. Sorry. Let's get it.
You're looking at yourself as a 6 foot tall man for the first time in your life.
It was real weird, because so oddly enough, your mind takes a while to process the fact that you're taller. So you can't actually, you'll look in the mirror, but you don't actually feel like anything changed. It takes a little bit of time for your mind to process it. You don't actually, because you've seen it in it's just like a growth spurt. You don't realize you're taller until you get around other people. So I didn't realize how tall I was until I got back out into the world and realized I didn't feel tall, but at the same time, I'm taller than most people everywhere I go. So it's...
Yeah, I mean, I'm like 6.
I'm going to tell you something. Now, I'm 6'1" or 6'2". I'm in between because I slouch. So probably I'm 6'2". So we go just keep it at that, 6'2". When I'm around guys that's 6'4", 6'5", 6'7", because I work with a bunch of tall ass motherfuckers. They're taller than me. I feel like a midget. Although I'm 6'2", I still feel short compared to them. Now, compared to the rest of the world, I'm taller. But it feels like I'm short still because I got people that's 6'5", 6'6". I'm like, you big tall son of a bitch. Like, fuck you. You were blessed with height. Why your ass working in the dealership? Your ass need to be on the basketball field, some bitch. Like that. It's that kind of shit.
6'2".
Yeah.
So before the interview, you and I kind of stood side by side, and it's like, okay, we're pretty close now in height. And with me, I'm significantly taller than both of my parents, but that's because they grew up in Ukraine. I came to America when I was about 4 or 5. I think the diet I had access to here in terms of milk and vitamins and so forth just caused me to grow more than they did. I think. I have no other idea.
Yeah, I definitely think my diet played a part in it, because, we struggled a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Lower income neighborhoods, you don't have access to the best food. Kids end up not being as tall. Yeah. So now you're 6 feet tall.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to learn how to walk again.
Mm-hmm.
You go crazy in the gym.
Absolutely.
I think you actually asked if there was a gym in the studio.
I did.
There's a Planet Fitness next door.
Yeah. So I thought about looking up a gym, but I ended up just figuring it out yesterday. I just spent all yesterday in the gym. So.
Okay, got it. How much time do you spend in the gym?
It just depends on the day. It depends between 4 to 8, sometimes more.
4 to 8 hours.
4 to 8 hours.
This is a part-time job or a full-time job? Depends.
This is crazy. to do something to your body, something that can prevent you from possibly walking again, because certain people who have went through this procedure failed to do the rehab, and it made them to where they could no longer walk properly again. To do this to yourself just so that you can receive the admiration of today's modern woman is stupid, in my most humble opinion.
Now, like Jamie said, there's people that don't do the damn proper rehab. Excuse me. Excuse me. Like Jamie said, there's people that don't do the proper rehab for this type of surgery. So imagine you getting this height adjustment surgery, to where they break portions of your femur in your legs, your thigh bones, and then your legs. They break different portions of your legs and insert metal rods and around it, to where in that bone marrow, and then the bone grows back around it and strengthens it back up. So imagine you doing that surgery, and you're doing this just to become a little bit taller, just for admiration for a woman. You couldn't damn tell me to do this shit and me fucking feel like a good person to do something like that. You couldn't tell me this, because this is crazy. And the fact of the matter is that you don't know if it's going to permanently disable you, or it's going to disable you for a small amount of time. That's the dangerous part of this. And it's all because he wants to be more attractive to a woman. Nah, partner, I can't do that.
Okay, let's keep going.
Depending on what day you go.
Just depends.
I mean, how do you support yourself if you're in the gym essentially full time?
Well, I'm back into business now, so I have my business going on. I have a few other things going for myself, all legit. I'm all legit now.
Okay.
But I just have a few different things going on for myself at this time in my life.
Right now, like how long ago was your last operation?
Last May or June. 2023, May or June, not 2024.
A year and a half.
Yeah.
Walking around.
Mm-hmm.
Do you walk as well as you used to walk?
Pretty much. Like, the way I walk around, you wouldn't, unless I'm tired, really tired, or I've been sitting down for too long, you wouldn't even know I had surgery when I'm walking around.
Okay, not me noticing, but you yourself. Like walking 5 blocks, exactly the same as before, or a little bit different?
Nah, I'll start to feel my legs will start to feel very tired. My legs are very heavy, mainly because of the rods and my legs get heavy.
So you actually, you're lugging around the metal rods.
They get pretty heavy.
This man has metal rods in his legs, walking crazy, put himself through rehab for a year just to receive the validation of modern women, which he will speak on a little bit later. But I've been following his story, and one of his main motivators to go get this type of height surgery is to get the attention from the ladies, because he was 5'5". Now, I am not a hater. I am 6.5 to 6'1" myself, okay? So I don't want you to think I'm hating on this man. But even if I wasn't my height, I'd be damned if I would go get surgery on my body to get taller just so I can get a mustard back heifer in my life.
You know the crazy part of this? I know guys that's 5'5", 5'6". I used to work with a guy named Roderick. Shout out to that brother if he watches my channel. But Roderick was 5'5", 5'6", or 5'7", one of them. Roderick was buff. Roderick was built like a damn tank. This motherfucker was like this. I'm like, nigga, you big for no fucking reason. You fucking swole as shit for no reason. And you know what? That nigga didn't have no problems pulling no damn chicks. That nigga did not have no problem pulling. That nigga 44 years old, no 44, 45 years old, pulling chicks, and that nigga didn't have no struggles. Walk like this. I'm like, motherfucker, you big buff bicep bitch. Like, nigga, why you so big? Like, but that nigga was funny as hell though. That nigga was funny as hell though. But shout out to Roderick. And also shout out to Maurice if he still listens to my channel. I know I gotta call you a big headed ass motherfucker, but shout out to you, big dog.
How much weight did you gain before and after? I mean, in terms of just...
When I did the surgery, so I was, like I said, I was back on track with life. So I had put on all this weight in the gym every day, like going hard. Did the surgery. By the time from that 6 months, I was eating as much as I could, working out every day. I still lost 50 pounds.
Okay.
So I was pissed. I was pissed about that. That was probably the one downfall for me.
Like, how long did it take from the last surgery, a year and a half ago, to start walking more or less normally?
A year.
A year.
Like, actual normal, a year and some change.
Now, what's scary though, I mean, you were talking about this a while back, is that some people don't take the rehab very seriously.
Absolutely.
And they end up never walking normally again.
That is true.
Which is terrifying.
Yeah.
You go in to get taller and you end up with the inability to properly walk. And you've seen this.
Absolutely.
Why do you think this happens?
Well, I already knew this would be the case. I knew this would work out like this when I saw a lot of, when I met some of the people, you know what I mean? Their mindsets was a little bit more immature. And I had a lot of maturing to do myself, a lot. But they had a very like immature mindset. They didn't look at life, they looked at life as, you know, not as serious. So a lot of people just didn't take rehab serious at all, or didn't do any rehab, which didn't make sense to me. And everybody would think I'm crazy because they're like, why do you spend so much time in the gym? I'm like, this is my ability to walk. I did something, I know it's crazy. I know. I did something crazy to myself, and no matter what happened, I used to laugh at myself, like on days where I thought maybe I'll never walk right again, I would be so frustrated, but I would laugh because I'm like, that's your dumb ass. You did it.
Think about this. This is the mindset of a simp. At least he admits that he did it to himself, but to laugh at yourself because you may be ruining your future, may not ever be able to walk again or walk properly, you're just going to laugh at your calamity. All this to get the attention of women.
Look, I do some dumbass shit at work all the time. I do some dumbass shit in life all the time. I do. I do some dumb ass shit all the time. But you would never see me do no stupid ass shit like this. Getting leg extending surgery to make myself taller. Man, nope. I'm sorry. I'm charming as it is. I don't need to be taller. Besides, I already have a hard time getting in small cars already. You think I want to be taller and I work at a dealership? Hell no.
He had no other reasons to do this. His self-esteem was low. He needed validation from women. I don't think this young man had a daddy. If he did, I feel sorry for him. I don't think he had any male role models. If he did, they must have been beta men, because an alpha male is not going to tell another young brother to go get surgery to get taller so that you can have women. You can get women by just being productive. Let's continue.
And I just keep pushing, like, okay, all I can do is keep going and see what happens. But a lot of people didn't have that like mental forefront. They was just like, I did the surgery, cool, I'm taller.
That's it, I'm done.
That's it, I'm done.
Yeah.
This is what I've learned is anything that you do is a lifestyle. Like people in the gym will tell you going to the gym is a lifestyle. People in their career field will tell you this is a lifestyle. I have to gear my life around this. So that's the same. It's no different with the surgery, like recovery. When you're something like this, the body was never meant to undergo. The body was not, this is traumatic to the body. Mm-hmm. The body's ability to recover is astonishing. It's amazing. I was a combat medic. The body can recover from some crazy shit, but it was never meant to recover from something like this. So you have to push yourself a little bit harder than you're used to. and they just didn't have that mindset. And it was unfortunate for them, but at the same time, they made the same choice I made. They signed the same paper I signed. So
These
Ain't no way. Ain't no way in the hell you would catch me doing some shit like this. Nah, partner. I'm a big dude. I'm tall. But I ain't that damn tall. But the fact of the matter is that this man did some shit like this. And excuse me. Fact he did some shit like this and put his body through some trauma like that. Nah, partner, I can't agree with you on that. I'm not putting myself and my body through something that traumatic. Yeah, the way that the body's designed, it can recover from a lot of traumatic shit. Yes, that's true. But for you to put your body through something traumatic like that, and you do it willingly, and then the possibility of not being able to walk again, nah. I don't like playing with fate like that. I've learned too many lessons. Fuck around, find out. Those lessons have been singed into my brain by my damn aunts and my uncles. That fuck around, find out. I'm good. Jared not gonna fuck around and find out. Well, he'll fuck around and find out doing some other shit, but some shit like that, nope. But anyways, I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.